Action Plan at gate 1, racing. Speedy Mac was a little side on at the start and is going to drop back to the tail of the field with Suze. Action Plan, Sand Sweeper fast away. Correctamundo pushing on with Daneland. They were followed by Captious wide out and Enenkov, the deepest runner, going up at the post. Correctamundo goes up on the outside of Sand Sweeper. Captures 3 wide, Enenkov 4 deep, then Daneland and Action Plan. A length away, Video Star, going forward, Lanson. First Militia behind those, black colours of watches, Londo deep, and so too is Darker's Gem. A fair way back, Suzon settling down, Bruff Superior on the fence, then Last Shogun, and Speedy Mac dropped out to the tail of the field over the crossing at the 1750 metres mark, and Sand Sweeper straight to the front. Enenkov in close attendance, back on the fence, Action Plan. Captures put to sleep fourth, a little wide out, Daneland from Correctamundo, and Video Star on the rail from Lanson. First Militia watches. They were followed by Darker's Gem. The WA horse caught out 3 wide. One away is Suze, Bruff Superior fourth, last the fence from Londo, Last Shogun, and 2 lengths away Speedy Mac as they wheel to the back in the cup. 13.50 to run. Sand Sweeper left alone, leads by a length on Enenkov. Going fast, Daneland up to tackle the leaders. Action Plan, his stablemate on the fence, and outside of him Captious getting the run of the race. 2 away Lanson going up around Correctamundo. Video Star on the fence from Darker's Gem. First Militia watches, soon came Suze. They were followed by Londo, back on the rail, Bruff Superior a good 12 off the lead. 2 lengths to Last Shogun, who just dropped the bit there, and Speedy Mac is 3 lengths away last. Up by the 750 metres mark, and Daneland quickly race to the front now from Sand Sweeper. Enenkov going up on the fence, going up into a position now is Action Plan. 2 lengths away, Captures Correctamundo on the improved. Video Star the fence, Darker's Gem wide from Lanson. First Militia watches under pressure from Suze. A fair way back, Londo. Bruff Superior's got a brick wall in front of him from Speedy Mac, and Last Shogun last of all as they come to the bend. Daneland in front, Action Plan, his stablemate went up on the rail to go after him. On the outside, Sand Sweeper. Video Star's going to rail through on the fence with a bit of a run from Correctamundo and Darker's Gem, and First Militia running on as they turn in the home straight, and it's Robbie Langs too fighting it out at the moment. The Hawk pulls the Persuader, and Action Plan leads the way. Video Star getting up on the fence. Suze from the back running on. Action Plan's on tied legs, but he's still in front. Suze comes around his heels as Video Star burst up on the fence. Video Star hits the lead in the shadows of the post, and Video Star goes on to win the cup. Video Star wins it by a half length to Suze. TheLuxBet.com Warrnambool Cup for 2009. Gates crash. Hissing Sid missed the kick by a half or 3/4 of a length, and going out fast, June 2 Gemini. Our Smoking Joe on the fence began quickly, and Fra Clay's going forward, and Sermon looking for a bit of the action, and Swooper outside of the mare. So settling down, it's Sermon going to the front with Swooper now pushing on the mare. She's going up looking for the lead. They were followed by Hum Away racing third, and wide out is Silk Wind. Behind those Inkster, Fra Clay's on the fence. A length and a half back in the field is June 2 Gemini, then Our Smoking Joe Bradstar. Hissing Sid was tardy out of the gate, and he's settling a fair way back. On the rail is Knockout, then came Daneland, 2 lengths to Rame, and they were followed by at the tail of the field Solitas, now being passed by 5 Cougars. Thanks. Sermon goes to the lead, Silk Wind straight up second, Swooper third, a length away is Hum Away. They were followed by Fra Clay's getting a nice run on the fence, June 2 Gemini. Then came the big mare Inkster, a length and a half to Our Smoking Joe Bradstar at his girthy outside. Then came Hissing Sid. Cup favourite is running about 6th last on the outside of Knockout from Daneland to Rame, 5 Cougars Thanks and Solitas. The speed looked nice and genuine down the back. They're strung out over 15 lengths. And it's Sermon the leader, Silkwind going up to keep him honest. 2.5 lengths away, Swooper, who's getting a gun run. On the rail, Hum Away, and not far away, Fra Clays. They were followed by June 2 Gemini. Inkster striding up a length and a half back. The Hawks pulled out now on Hissing Sid. He's starting to make up ground on the outside of Our Smoking Joe. Then came Bradstar. They were followed by Daneland. Knockout on the fence to Rame, 5 Cougars Thanks and Solitas. In the LuxBet.com Warrnambool Cup as they come past the 800 metres mark, and it's Sermon. Robbie Lang shooting for the big double. Leads out by a length and a half on Silk Wind. Swooper coming around the field quickly from Hum Away, and Hissing Sid on the back of Swooper. Then Fra Clays. Inkster got a little flat-footed when they took off, but she's coming into it now. Our Smoking Joe got off the rail as here comes the big boy, Hissing Sid. He's taken off early before the bend, but he had a peep over the shoulder. I reckon the Hawks travelling all right here, and Hissing Sid stormed the lead on the home corner. corner. Swoopers coming back. 2 lengths away, running on Inkster from Our Smoking Joe. Hissing Sid burnt clear at the 200 metres mark. He really opened up now, and the Hawk said, let's go. He's 3 lengths in front. Our Smoking Joe's running on from Sermon. It's Hissing Sid in front from Maiden to Warrnambool Cup glory in the space of 12 months. And Hissing Sid's too good for them in the Cup. Won it from Our Smoking Joe. 3rd June 2 Gemini from Inkster. Ready, signal, and they're on their way in the Cup. They jumped away in a good line. Alexandra Volta going back, and Zorbran being snagged at the start with Hissing Sid. Lady Ever Can began well, but it's Croy for Me, the bolter. Rushing up on the outside and running to the front as they come up to the post the first time. Light Vision on a mission went up second, and Bourbon Street Blues settles down third, just a little keen. 2 lengths away is Kibbutz racing nice and handy to the speed from Lady Avacan. Then Flash and Dough on the fence from Alexandra Volta, just wanting to tug for rain a little bit there from Naughty Boy, Hissing Sid Zorbran. And General Mac Josh went out to the tail of the field. It's Light Vision striding up on the outside of Croy for Me, who led by a half length as they went over to the crossing at the 1750. 2 lengths away, Bourbon Street Booze, and they were followed on the inside by Flash and Dough. Then came the Derby winner, Kibbutz. 2007 was the year. It was his last win. Alexandra Volta caught out wide, so the Hayes horse strides up. Lady Avacan a bit worse than centre field. It's on the outside of Hissing Sid. Naughty Boy on the outside of Zorbran. Not a great tempo to the back straight. And last of all, General Mac Josh. And his mission will be to pull out and start to circle the field when they go down the back. Front runner bowling along, Croy for Me. Light Vision is right up on his flanks, the outside. Alexandra Volta pulling hard in third position from Bourbon Street Blues, and they're at a snail's crawl in the Cup. Then came Kibbutz, the big boy sitting up on the outside of Flash and Day from Lady Avacan. Hissing Sid is snookered on the fence. Then Naughty Boy, third last from the mare Zorbran. General Mac Josh yet to go, 2 lengths away last. Croy for Me goes past the 1,000-metre mark. 3/4 of a length the break at the moment on Light Vision, who's sitting up perfectly from Alexandra Volta. Kibbutz got moving out 4 deep from Flash and Dough. Hissing Sid's getting up on the rail. He's making ground, the Warrnambool champ from last year. Bourbon Street Blues in the mix-up, lost his position from Zorbran. Lady Avacan got pushed back to third last from Naughty Boy, and General Mac Josh starting to make a move. Down the side, it's Croy for Me in front, but he's under pressure. Light Vision looked to have it at his mercy when he wanted. Kibbutz is out wide on the track. Hissing Sid has tracked up beautifully on the fence. He's joined the leaders on the turn. Zorbran's got his back from Flash and Dough. Lady Avacan's got a mountain of work to do. She's back third last. Round the bend, Hissing Sid tracked up on the fence, and Sid burst away for the Cup victory. He raced away by 2 lengths now. Battling away is Croy for Me. He's having another crack at Hissing Sid, but he's going well, Sid. 2 lengths to Light Vision, Zorbran, but it is all over the Warrnambool Cup. Hissing Sid opens up the shoulders, and he is going to blitz them. Hissing Sid for Benny Mellum goes on to win back-to-back in the Warrnambool Cup. Light on, racing in the Warrnambool Cup, and Kaczynski didn't jump Flash. Field hunted the grey away pretty well, speed near the inside, Nipshus going fast. A bit of ado's going to join him. Tinamou back to the rail, the big steel wide out in the red jacket going forward rapidly. Miles above and out wide is Field Hunter as they go to the judge. Nipshus in front. Nipshus leads the way from a bit of ado, the big steel. Field Hunter fourth. Miles above the centre, Tinamou the rail, Defined Largo outside of Streaky Fella and Escape Artist. Then came Nye Watt. They were followed by Kaczynski, Risk It All. And Ashfield Jungle dropped out to the tail of the field. Nipshus in his favoured role leads in the turn out of the straight. And over the crossing at the 1,700 metres mark, he's a length on the big steel. A bit of ado, the box seat, and Old Field Hunter straight up fourth. Tinamou fifth from miles above, and a length away, Streaky Fella, Escape Artist on the fence. Defined Largo's been trapped out 3 wide, striding up 2 lengths Kaczynski. And on his outside is Niwat, so the favourites are back second and third last. And company there with Risk It All, and on the fence last of all Ashfield Jungle down the back. And at the 1300 metres mark, it's Nipshus in charge by 3/4 on the big steel, idling up second. A bit of a do, a length and a half away third from Field Hunter. Tinamou inside of miles above. 2 lengths away, Streaky Fella on the fence, Escape Artist and Defiant Largo cutting the breeze 3 wide. Then came Niwat, Kaczynski back on the fence. They were followed by Risk It All, and still last of all Ashfield Jungle. 900 metres out, and Crop goes up and puts the acid on the gouch. She takes a bit of a do to the front. Nipshus starting to struggle just a tad. 3/4 to the big steel, who has travelled well. 2 lengths to Field Hunter. Tinamou tracking up on the fence. Then came miles above, Streaky Fella, Define Largo. They were followed by Niwat starting his move now. Further back is Risk It All. Kaczynski trying to get the back of Niwat, but they're still a fair way off the lead from Escape Artist and Ashfield Jungle. A bit of a do for Maroney and Lisa Crop straight to the lead on the corner. The big steel second. Tinamou's getting up on the fence, and he's looking a big threat as they turn. They were followed further back by Streaky Fella, and Kaczynski's made up ample ground. Tinamou race to the front now from a bit of a do. Looks strong as he strode clear. Down to the 200. Tinamou for Peter Mertens raced away. 4 lengths in front in the Warrnambool Cup. Niwat's come from the rear of the field with Streaky Fella, but Tinamou unbeaten at the Bull is absolutely making a mess of them in the Warrnambool Cup. Went home and won it by 4 lengths to Niwat. Third, Streaky Fella from a bit of a do. Then Kaczynski. They were followed by the big steel, Risk It All, Define Largo, Nipshus, Escape Artist, Ashfield Jungle, miles above, and Field Hunter has the honour of being last home in the Cup.
They're off. Mr. O'Kieran got a good getaway, and May the Horse Be Magic looked to jump fairly well, was steady in the early part, and the Black Oak jumped away well and led from Mr. O'Kieran, and going up on the outside is a bit of a do with Dance With Her. Settling down fifth, Enchanting Waters, Hurdy-Gurdy Man not far away. Swooper Talisman next moving up on the outside from Jelly Baby, Hissing Sid, Doomski wide, and then Streaky Fella. May the Horse Be Magic went well back with Module on the inside, Finneguera second last, Boom and Zoom as last. Good tempo at the turn out of the straight in the Cup, and the Black Oak had the lead a length and a half. A bit of a do running second, Mr. O'Kieran box seats third, and then Dance With Her a length and a half away fourth, and they're about 2 to 3 lengths in front of Enchanting Waters. Followed by Talisman, 3 behind them, Hurdy-Gurdy Man. It's a pretty strong gallop now. A length and a half to Swooper, Jelly Baby. She's being followed by Doomski, still a little bit deep, being trailed by Module, Enchanting Waters and Hissing Sid. Then May the Horse Be Magic and Finneguera at 2 lengths to Boom and Zoom. Strung out over plenty of territory at the 1400 metres. And it's the Black Oak, the leader, 2.5 clear. A bit of a do second, Mr. O'Kieran third, and Dance With Her a length away fourth. 2 to Talisman, a neck, Enchanting Waters, 2.5, then Hurdy-Gurdy Man, 1 Swooper. Next, Doomski, the top weight on the outside from Jelly Baby in the middle. 1 to Module, and then Streaky Fella, Hissing Sid. Boom and Zoom commences a move, and Finneguera is at the end of the field in company with May the Horse Be Magic. 900 left to go, and the Black Oak led by a length and a half from a bit of a do. Mr. O'Kieran couldn't have had a better run. A length away, Dance With Her, a length and a half, Talisman, Enchanting Waters, a half length, then Hurdy-Gurdy Man, Swooper. Doomski next, about 9 lengths from the leader, followed by Streaky Fella and Jelly Baby. Boom and Zoom, Module going backwards on the fence, followed by Hissing Sid. May the Horse Be Magic and Finneguera hard ridden as last. 500 to go, the Black Oak a half, a bit of a do. Dance With Her, Mr. O'Kieran travelled into it well, and now Hurdy-Gurdy Man puts in a bid. Doomski off the track was next, followed by Talisman. May the Horse Be Magic last near the fence as they cornered. Into the straight now, Dance With Her's raced up on the outside with Hurdy-Gurdy Man. Cutting the corner is Mr. O'Kieran, and Talisman saved a lot of ground on the inside. They're right across the track. Dance With Her out wide from Hurdy-Gurdy Man, Mr. O'Kieran and Talisman on the fence. Dance With Her in the middle of the course, the leader, Hurdy-Gurdy Man. Doomski flashing home, and so is Streaky Fella, but Dance With Her in front, and Dance With Her won the Cup by a length to Hurdy-Gurdy Man and Doomski in a photo. Racing in the Warrnambool Cup now. Danca Mo jumps well on the inside. Muirfield got away quickly. King's a Star being ridden by Bradley to try and find the lead early. Mickey M had bounced away well. Also Streaky Fella on the improve, a bit wider out. And coming over now is Get Out of Town to join the leaders at a pretty strong gallop down towards the judge. Danca Mo retaining the fence and being ridden. King's a Star is trying to cross over and find the lead. Get Out of Town is kicking forward on the outside. They settle 1-2. Mickey M is now third. And then Danca Mo, who slots in fourth on the inside. Shiny Buttons is right behind him, fifth on the fence. And they're followed then by Streaky Fella trying to get in, but he's still a little bit wide at the turn out of the straight. Followed Finny Guira, Muirfield the inside, a length and a half to Velmondo. 2 lengths to Lucky Angel, followed by Montgomery, King Diamond, and then came Doomsky. Couple of lengths further back is on the inside there, as they go into the back, is Luxat. And back there is Altonio, and Akzar is towards the rear as well. So they make their way to the 1,700 metres, and out in front is King's a Star, led by a couple of lengths. In second spot, Get Out of Town. Danca Mo a length and a half away third. Mickey M's a length further back fourth as they go into the back straight now. And then Shiny Buttons, followed by Streaky Fella, who slotted into a pretty handy place. And 2 lengths Finiguira. Then came Muirfield. Velmondo with the red cap. A length and a half away is Montgomery and Doomsky together. And Lucky Angels in that bunch of horses too. 2 lengths to Akzar, King Diamond. And then came Luxat and Altonio. 900 left to go in the Cup. And King's a Star tries to do it all, led by 3 lengths. Get Out of Town second. Danca Mo's been delivered the beautiful ride third, the inside one. Mickey M, Shiny Buttons, who's following the favourite. Then a length away, Streaky Fella. 2 lengths to Finiguira, about 7 away from the leader as they make their way to the home turn. And then Muirfield, Velmondo, Montgomery, Doomsky, Lucky Angel, Akzar well back with Luxat. King Diamond still towards the end, and Altonio coming around the turn in the Cup now. King's a Star, just the leader. Streaky Fella on a wide move has loomed up strongly out wide, and Danca Mo hugs the corner as they swing, and he gets off the fence to challenge now. Then Mickey M, Shiny Buttons in traffic, and Velmondo running on. Danca Mo took the split and dashed to the lead from King's a Star. Then came Muirfield starting to run on well. Further back, Streaky Fella, Shiny Buttons in the clear, but Danca Mo was shot away in the Cup. Race 3 lengths clear from Muirfield. Shiny Buttons getting home well, but Danca Mo bolts in for Ben Noble by 4. Muirfield second, Shiny Buttons third. Close up then Luxat from the rear, and then Mickey M followed by King's a Star.
Off now. And Fieldmaster down on the inside jumped out fairly well with the red cap. Well, one of the 2-pronged Purcell attacked. St John is going forward, and so too is Magnapel. Halaman is deeper out and trying to come across from a wide alley as Picture Editor. He's going around Danca Mo. Marino's a little bit wider going forward around west-southwest, and Belthor closer to the fence. They're followed by Shoreham. Gattino's deeper out, just looking to try and slot in somewhere from Shiny Buttons and Avastan. Then Vadavai getting up on the inside. Mudra will be last. He's got 1 horse in front of him for the moment, and it's Akzar as they swing out of the straight at the 1,800 metre mark, where it is St John who went to the lead. He seems to be rating himself a touch better today. Leads narrowly from Picture Editor, and Fieldmaster is third in the box. Gattino forced to go out wider and make a little ground, followed by Halaman in the middle. Next was Magnapel on the inside, and Marino was wider going forward. Centre field is last year's winner, Danca Mo, on the outside of Vadavine, a length and a quarter to west-southwest. They were followed by Belthor, buried on the fence, a length further back to Avastan. Next in the race was Shoreham. Akzar's wider out on the track, sneaking some ground mid-race. Mudray wants to track him now from Shoreham, and Shiny Buttons is the last one. Going into the back straight in the Cup, 1,200 metres out, and it's the reigning Country Cups horse of the year, Gattino, which led out by a neck. He's getting some pressure though. Picture Editor is racing through in the middle. St John on the inside, and now Picture Editor took it up from Gattino at the mid-race point. Third placing St John on the inside, Fieldmaster. The stablemate of the great Chaparro, folks, is fourth the outside. Followed next in the race then by Halaman. Marino's deep, still sneaking ground around him, followed by Magnapel on the inside. Akzar's been wide all the way, but I reckon he's had some nice cover. He's going around the outside there of Danca Mo and Vadavai Avastan through in the middle, and it's really race on now. Mudray still following up that deep line around west-southwest, and then followed by Belthor and Shiny Buttons. is starting that big journey from last as Magna Pal dropped out up towards the turn. Gattino got the better of Picture Editor, but the cavalry coming here on the home turn. Marino took the lead. Akzar has gone early and going up out after it. Shoreham and Shiny Buttons are tracking into the race, and then Mudra. Akzar at the top of the straight is the leader. Gets away here from Marino, and then followed by Shoreham. Shiny Buttons is down the outside, but vroom, the car's leaving the pool. The Sun Gold Milk Warrnambool Cup is going to Akzar. Akzar 4-5 in front and wins it from west-southwest. And they're racing now. Tuscan Fire down on the inside, jumped out okay with Counting Costa, and Shoreham is going forward, so is the grey Luciola. And Tall Shipper's coming across. He's looking for somewhere to slot, and I've got news for him. There's nowhere just at the moment as they greet the judge with a circuit to go. It's Shoreham taking it up from Luciola, and Clairvaux has gone through along the inside, running third, closely followed by Gold Medals, who worked into a nice spot. He's fourth on the outside now. Tall Ship is still looking for somewhere to play, and they're followed next in the race then by Archfire. They were followed in turn then as they go towards the 1800 metre mark by Tuscan Fire, who saved a lot of ground inside of Counting Costa, and then Tooleybuck Kid. Tall Ship is still wide, the favourite, but he's got some cover. Then Archfire back between them. Red Fellas on the inside, and Secessio in that jacket made famous yesterday by Stand Again, the Aqua with the red cappers last of all. They're going to the back, and Shoreham went clear, led the grey Luciola by 2 lengths. Tuscan Fire is in third place. He hasn't settled properly yet. He's been fighting his rider a little bit at the 1400. Gold Medals is on his outside, and Clairvaux in the fluorescent colours is fifth, followed by Tall Ship and Counting Costa, one of its stablemates along the inside, and the other one, just for the measure, Tooleybuck Kid a length away next. Then Secessio. They look like they haven't gone that hard from Red Fella, and Archfire is last of all. Going down the back, 1100 metres to go in the Sun Gold Milk Warrnambool Cup of 2015, and it's Shoreham by a length and a quarter. Luciola still sits up second, and Gold Medals is getting a little itchy. So is Tuscan Fire. He's been opening his mouth like he wants to eat something underneath of Gold Medals, and next in fifth in the race was Clairvaux. Counting Costa's saved plenty of ground thus far as they got to the 800, and Tall Ship, he's itching to go as well. He's looking for something to cart him into the race for a winner. Then followed Tooleybuck Kid and Archfire, and Secessio is getting pushed off the track. Red Fella at the rear, 600 metres out in the Warrnambool Cup. Shoreham just, but Luciola's trying to look it in the eye. They're a length and a half to Gold Medals, and Tall Ship comes around the outside of it to fourth now. Tooleybuck Kid very wide, then Clairvaux. Flat Chat, Tuscan Fire. Archfire next, Counting Costa. It's heavy conditions all right as the grey Luciola race to the lead at the top of the straight. Tall Ship is after it. Then Shoreham followed by Tooleybuck Kid. Tall Ship on the outside goes to Luciola. Then Tooleybuck Kid and Archfire. But Tall Ship, he sailed away like that amazing first vessel Alexander in the first fleet. He raced 4 in front, and he is swimming at the bull. Tall Ship by 4. Archfire got second, Luciola third, fourth Shoreham or Tooleybuck Kid. They're followed in then by Clairvaux.
Signals there and off they go. Black Tomahawk left better than Master Zephyr in gate 2. He's going to drift back Master Zephyr. Straight Jacket presses forward. Cafe Society coming over from a wide gate. And Mr. Journeyman won't be all that far away, nor Ultimate Doom. Then Schwa de Mayo, Survive was next. And then Falago, who's alongside one of his stable mates, Master of Arts. 2 lengths further away to Swarkadelic, Ungrateful Allen. Master Zephyr hemmed away worse than midfield against the fence. Transfer and Allowance Villanova second last. And 2.5 away last of all is Secessio. So they all make a path here well off the inside, even on the first turn at the 1800 metre mark. And as they make their journey towards the back, it's Cafe Society who leads them by a length. Ultimate Doom tracking in second place. Straight Jacket third. 2 to Black Tomahawk, who landed in a nice spot fourth. A similar margin to
Mr. Journeyman. Survived was next, 1.5 away to Schwa de Meyer, and then Falago, Master of Arts, Swarkadelic and Master Zephyr back behind those. Ungrateful Ellen's about 4th from last, ahead of Transfer Allowance, Villanova, and Secessio's in danger of losing touch already, is about 6 lengths away last as they move into the back. So with 1,200 left to go, they're almost halfway in the Cup, and it's the Gay Waterhouse trained Cafe Society that leads the field by a length. Second is the Ruffy Ultimate Doom. Third is Straight Jacket. Fourth is Black Tomahawk. A length behind to Survived. And then Mr. Journeyman, Falago, Schwa de Meyer, Master of Arts and Master Zephyr. Out deeper on the track is Swarkadelic. And then Ungrateful Ellen, Transfer Allowance, Villanova back second last. And still last 3 or 4 away is Secessio. They've headed beyond the 800. Off the back, and Cafe Society's going pretty well at the moment for Frosty Lane. Led a length and a half over Straight Jacket, who's niggled at. So too Black Tomahawk, who gets past Straight Jacket now into second spot. Ultimate Doom's dropped off quickly. Mr. Journeyman to the outside. Master Zephyr's cutting the corner a bit, and he is starting to make ground there. So as they turn for home, he's made his move, Rawilla, and Master Zephyr drove through and he's hit the lead. A length in front now of Villanova. Mr. Journeyman, Swarkadelic, Master of Arts out wide. Master Zephyr straightens in front. Out deeper, the challengers are coming. Master of Arts, his stablemate, is one of them, with Villanova and then Swarkadelic. Master Zephyr headed by Master of Arts with 100 to go. It's Weir again. He's going to win the Cup. A length away is Villanova battling on in second, but it's Master of Arts. Weir's made this race his own in recent years. And Master of Arts won it by a length to Villanova, Swarkadelic.
They're set. They're away. Unfurl jumped out okay. So did the two greys, Grey Lion and Stellarized, and You'll Dash for Cash. Centre across the line there is looking for a spot. Super Mover is striding forward, and so too out wide is Survived. As they come to greet the judges with a circuit left to go, it's Super Mover coming across the field to try and take it up. Survived in second, and in third placing, driving up into a good spot is Areldo Jr. You'll Dash for Cash is with it, and the two greys are side by side. Grey Lion and Stellarized. Then Little Unfurl, the favourite stablemate, followed by Raining. Next is Dancers on Cash, Dylan's Son, followed by High Church, who's second last, the favourite. And the second favourite is last as they go over the crossing to the back, and that is Observational, some 2 lengths away. Up at the top end. A good move by Survived that kept on going and took the front into the back straight in the Sun Gold Milk Warrnambool Cup. Strode away, in fact, to lead by 3 lengths. Second is Super Mover and 2 lengths to You'll Dash for Cash. Areldo Jr., the insiders, 3 parts away. Fourth, and they've gone past the 1400. Grey Lion is next, followed a half away to Stellarized. Then Unfurl on the outside and 2 lengths to Raining. A neck away to Dancers on Stars. Then followed by High Church. On the inside of it was Dylan's Son, and Observational sees them all. They travel down the back. They've gone towards halfway at the 1100 metres, and Survived is rolling along nicely in the lead. 3 lengths to Super Mover and You'll Dash for Cash. Grey Lion makes a move now. It's in the toolship colours of a couple of years ago from Areldo Jr. Then Unfurl, who's following Grey Lion. Stellarized is with it. Raining starts to get up on the inside. Dancers on Cash next. High Church is third last. He still looks to have a bit of horse though. Followed by Dylan's Son. And Observational is stalking High Church, but they're still a long way off. The leader Survived, who leads from You'll Dash for Cash, who dashed up at the 600 into second. Super Mover's giving his all in the middle. Grey Line's flat chat. Then Areldo Jr. Unfurl's coming to the outside. High Church looks to be jogging. Then followed by Observational, and further back to Stellarized. They come towards the turn. Survive running a great race. Unfurl right off the track's about to hit the front, but here comes High Church and Observational into the straight, and High Church out wide for Lane. Coming down the outside fence, took the lead from Unfurl. This is going to be 4 cups in a row for Weir. There is nothing this man can't do. It is all High Church racing away with the Sun Gold Milk Warrnambool Cup by 6 lengths. Observational. Unfurl a bonny little third. Here we go. The gates crash back and the Sun Gold Milk Warrnambool Cup is underway. Scalali down on the inside began first. Grand Duke of Tuscany is going forward. Magna Pal darting across. Master Arts and Dodging Bullets is making ground on the outside. He'll go to third. Gallic Chieftain sixth as they greet the judges with a circuit to go. Then Kawire, he's centre field, slotting in nicely too, he is. He's got up on the outside there as they travel down the straight of Unrealistic. They're followed next then in the race by Golden Mane. He's outside of Yogi, who's four from the back. Swarkadelic was third last, followed by Barisha. And Romanesque from the wide gate had gone back to the rear. Scalali is the leader as they go into the back. About a length in advance of Grand Duke of Tuscany. 3 or 4 lengths away, Dodging Bullets. Simon Wild going for a massive 5 winners of the day. In fourth placing was Magna Pal, on the outside, Gallic Chieftain slotted in nicely. A length and a half further back to Master of Arts, the 2016 Cup winner, trying to give the Waratah team the Warrnambool Cup double. Kawaya's on the outside next in the famous colours worn by Furrion a little bit earlier. Next, Unrealistic on the inside from Yogi. They're followed by Golden Mane out wider. 2 lengths further astern then would have been Barisha. He's over on the inside. He's got one outside of him and the one behind him as they travel the back. Swarkadelic is outside of him and 2 lengths away at the tail end of the field, and he's Pat Malone as Romanesque. These leaders have got right away. So the Grand Old Duke of York. No, it's Scalali in front of Grand Duke of Tuscany. They're out about 5 or 6 lengths. Third placing in the races, Dodging Bullets, and neck back the inside, Magna Pal. In fifth placing now was Gallic Chieftain, followed by Master of Arts and Unrealistic on the fence. Kawire is making his move. He's pushed Golden Mane out of the way, or tried to. They're trying to come into it. Yogi having the ears scrubbed off him. Then followed by Barisha. Saving ground, Romanesque on the fence, and Swarkadelic a mile back. Scalali's got a few of them off the bit. He got away at the 400. 2 lengths in advance of Dodging Bullets. Gallic Chieftain making ground the outside. Scalali stays right down against the inside. Trying to come through. Romanesque is putting in a run. So too Magna Pal. Gallic Chieftain's out wider. No Kawire, and then Swarkadelic. Romanesque is driving to the lead here. Gallic Chieftain is after it. Romanesque. Gallic Chieftain coming. Romanesque just in front. Yogi's flying. Gallic Chieftain won it. A nose to Yogi. Third, Romanesque in a ripping rendition of the Warrnambool Cup. Swarkadelic was fourth.
They're set to go. Signals there and they're off. And Furrion left pretty well down on the inside. Suppressor from his centre gate's going to roll forward early. Golden Authority, Samson, Palanamine is fairly handy. Divination amongst it too. Out wider on the track there is Romanesque trying to find a spot. Just off the speed is Mally Mellow, and then came She's Dashing. Grand Dreamer, Light the Waves, further back to Plymouth Road and Instigator. Second last is One for Later, and a length away last is a Zero. So they're going to make their way out of the straight here and out by the 1800. And pressing on is Suppressor, who's working around Golden Authority to take up the lead. Palanamine is really handy to them, is in about third position as they make the way towards the 1700. 3 out on the track now. Romanesque is starting to take closer order. Furrion about 5th over on the inside as they head into the back. They were followed by Plymouth Road and Samson. Next in the field was She's Dashing, Divination and Mally Mellow. A length to Instigator, Grand Dreamer, Light the Waves, a couple to a Zero, and last on the inside is One for Later. Out in front is Suppressor, and she's rolling along too as they head towards the 1300. Suppressor makes a break about 3 lengths over Romanesque. Up to third is Plymouth Road, but wide. Fourth the inside, Golden Authority, and then Palanamina. Next was Samson. Furrion back in the ruck over on the inside alongside of Divination. Mally Mellow's in the 3 wide train, and they were followed She's Dashing. Next was Grand Dreamer, Light the Waves, Instigator, a Zero, and last is one of the locals, One for Later. Suppressor's come back to the pack here, 800 left to go. She only led by a length as they start to trek off the back. Second is Romanesque, wide out Plymouth Road to third. Then Golden Authority. Palanamine has been close handy throughout. Samson was next. Furrion is next. John Allen looking to work away from the fence, and then Divination, Mally Mellow, She's Dashing, Grand Dreamer, Light the Waves, Instigator. A Zero's a mile back, and last is One for Later as they turn, and Suppressor's got a second second wind here and made a 2-length break. Here's Furrion railing through though, and the favourites there to challenge all of a sudden with 400 to go. Golden Authority in third, Plymouth Road, Samson, Divination were next, but the favourites hit the lead. Furrion 200 to go. 2 lengths clear now of Suppressor, Divination, Plymouth Road, and then Samson. Furrion 100 out, a length and a half clear. Divination, she's dashing, making ground. Furrion in front, he's got enough in reserve, and Furrion takes the cup by a length to She's Dashing. Divination instigated a run in fourth, and then Plymouth Road followed in by Samson.
Set. Racing in the Cup. Declares war down near the inside. Jumped okay. He's ahead of Miramar early. Inverloch away nicely, and so too the race favourite, Too Close the Sun, going around the Class 1 galloper in the race, Instigator. He's going to the top on Too Close the Sun. Inverloch and Instigator look like they're happy to give it up, and Midterms left 3 deep. So he's taking the opportunity to rush forward up to second. They were followed closely by Declares War, who settles 3 pairs back on the outside of Miramar, and then a couple of Hayes stablemates, Hayes Davendig stablemates to be fair. Nerve Bosk on the inside of Ventura Storm, then the Bendagonian Little Supergirl, followed by, she's fourth last over on the inside of Cinder Win as they travel to the back straight, and they're a couple of lengths in front of Gayatri, and the Black Leopard had gone back to a clear conspicuous last. In this order they go to the back in the Cup, and Too Close the Sun. He worked to get across to the front, but he's able to set his own tempo now in the race. He leads out by a length. He's going for the Terang Warrnambool Cup double. Midterm sits up on the outside second. Miramar's in the box, and Inverloch the outside is fourth. He's been around in everything except the Melbourne, the Warrnambool in the last few months, but he's been racing really well. He's sitting up today 1-1. Instigator's 3 wide outside of him, and it's got him pulling a bit. Then Nerve Bosk on the inside, followed a half away. Declares War, and Ventura Storm joins the 3 wide line. Cinder Win getting onto his back, followed by Supergirl Gayatri. They haven't broken any records at the front. It won't suit the Black Leopard. He's clear conspicuous last still. Down the back, the Cup field going Too Close the Sun. Lindsay Smith, he's going for a treble at the Bull. Leads out by a neck to Midterm, running second. Instigator's been planted wide all of the way. Miramar's had a good run following the leader. Inverloch's in the middle. Then Ventura Storm, followed by Nerve Box. Supergirl trying to rail the ears off them. Declares War next. Cinder Win to the outside. Gayatri off the bit, and last the Black Leopard about to start the big journey from the back. Too Close the Sun. He's gone to the middle a little bit. He pinched a little break. Miramar's going to get up, run up on his inside. Supergirl trying to come through on the inside, and then Ventura Storm and Cinder Win down the outer. Too Close the Sun is the leader. Miramar trying hard with Supergirl. Then Cinder Win and Midterm. Too Close the Sun still in front. Miramar trying to pick it back. Too Close the Sun though in front, and Too Close the Sun will go all the way and win the Sun Gold Milk Warrnambool Cup. Does Terang, does Warrnambool. Too Close the Sun of Smith treble. Miramar second, third Cinder Win. Gayatri big from the back, might have run fourth over Midterm and Supergirl.
Signals given, and they're off. Heart of Poisson's left nicely off the inside. Immediately Hard and Tough has signalled her intention to go to the lead, and she takes over after they've gone 100 metres. Up there fairly close, Sky Horse, Blenheim Palace, Declares War, and deep out Don De Vie. Then Wentwood, Constantinople. Heart of Poisson's tucked in behind those front runners. Then came South Pacific, about 2.5 further away. Came Home by Midnight, Gallic Chieftain, Manhattan Maid. De Beers second last, and last is Bureaucrat. They head out by the 1800. Blenheim Palace is going to stride to the lead. Blenheim Palace out by nearly a length. Don De Vie goes up to sit second. Hard and Tough third. The Fence, Sky Horse in fourth. 1.5 Declares War, and sixth on the rail is the favourite Heart of Poisson's. Wentwood's out a little bit wider on the track, and then South Pacific, Constantinople. Next was Gallic Chieftain. Then Manhattan Maid, Home by Midnight, Bureaucrat, and a length away last is De Beer. They head into the back, 1400 out. And Blenheim Palace controls the race tempo here for Harry Coffey, led by a length. Don De Vie, the top weight in second. Hard and Tough third. Sky Horse with the blinkers at it today's nice and close and settled well in fourth. Wentwood 3 wide fifth, doing it pretty hard. Then Declares War, Heart of Puissance and Constantinople making an early move, getting into the 3 wide line. Manhattan Maid was next, and then South Pacific. Gallic Chieftain shuffled back with a few of those 3 wide moves. De Beer next, and then came Home by Midnight. And last was Bureaucrat. They've got just over 800 to run. And it's Blenheim Palace 3/4 Don De Vie. Wentwood hard at it in third spot. Fourth, Hard and Tough. Fifth in the centre, Sky Horse. Then Constantinople. Next, Declares War. Heart of Puissance needs a bit of luck. Midfield on the fence. No room at the moment. Then Manhattan Maid, followed them by South Pacific. Next on the inside to Gallic Chieftain. And further back in the field came Bureaucrat, who's back near the tail end with Home by Midnight as they head around the home turn. At the 400, Don De Vie goes up to join the front runner, Blenheim Palace. Hard and Tough trying to get out. Then Sky Horse, Heart of Puissance getting a bit of room. Moonlight Maid out deeper, and then Constantinople. The top weight went for Home though. Don De Vie sprinted 2.5 in front of the 150 from Sky Horse, Constantinople, Moonlight Maid, Heart of Puissance late, but the top is Home. Don De Vie's got the cup all parcelled up. Don De Vie home by 3. Second, Heart of Puissance, Moonlight Maid in third. Signals given, and they're away. Nerve Not Verve just steady out off the inside. Grand Slam began well. Maserati Bay puts himself up close. White Hawk coming across from a wider gate. Angel Rocks left out deep in the first 200. Future Score just in behind them, Warning nearer the fence. And then came Queen Takes King, Witchachar Star, and Constantinople's already detached about 4 or 5 lengths further away. So they travel out towards the 1800, and Jamie Carr has taken Grand Slam to the lead. She's right up against the inside rail as they turn out of the straight. Led a length over Maserati Bay, and 3 wide is Angel Rock, still stranded out deep. Then came Nerve Not Verve, who's fourth and has got the trail right behind Grand Slam. A length back fifth to Future Score. Then came Warning, followed by Queen Takes King. Behind those 2, White Hawk, who's another one trapped out deep. Witchachar Star second last. And last is Constantinople. So they head out towards the back. And Grand Slam, 1300 to go. Led 3/4 of a length over Angel Rock, who's done some work early but has drawn up outside of the front runner. Third is Nerve Not Verve, and in fourth position there, Maserati Bay. Future Score was next, and then came White Hawk, Warning. Constantinople's tacked on and is whipping around them 4 wide here down the back. Queen Takes King is second last. Witchachar Star now back to last, but they've only gone at a very steady gallop here. 1,000 to go. Grand Slam led. Constantinople pretty swiftly has moved up into second. Angel Rock third. Nerve Not Verve in fourth. Future Score was next, and they were followed by Maserati Bay. Out wider, White Hawk. Warning's buried against the fence. Queen Takes King second last. Witchachar Star's only 6 lengths off the lead, but is the last one with 700 left to go. Grand Slam, a narrow leader here from Constantinople. Nerve Not Verves have the drop behind the front runner in third. Then White Hawk, Angel Rock struggling. Witchachar Star making ground out wide. Queen Takes King, Warning. Maserati Bay shuffled out of it. Struggling Future Score. They turn. Grand Slam led. Witchachar Star's looming up strongly into second, looking a threat. Then Nerve Not Verve and Constantinople. But Witchachar Star exploded to the lead with 200 left to go and raced away from Grand Slam, Nerve Not Verve, Constantinople and Queen Takes King. Witchachar Star 3 in front with 100 to go. Nerve Not Verve into a clear second, but Witchachar Star, who couldn't win a 58 3 months ago, takes out the Warrnambool Cup. Great story. Witchachar Star first from Nerve Not Verve. .23.50 the distance. Gates open and they're underway. Extra elusive, about a length slow. Not Usual Glorious, as usual, began quite well. Heart of Puissance is up there close early with Irish Butterfly, rolls out deeper, and then Mancayan closer to the fence. They were tracked by Extra Elusive, who's improved in between runners. Then Maha Amadeus, followed by Mystery Island, Deeper Swords Drawn, Third Realm, Essential Sky, Glitter and Gold, Bazzini back second last, and Labau from a wide gate went straight back to last. But it's Not Usual Glorious who takes it up out by the 1800. Not Usual Glorious about a length clear over Irish Butterfly. Heart of Puissance third on the fence. In fourth position there is Rolls, his stablemate. He's in a 3 wide position, so not so well placed in comparison with Heart of Puissance. In fifth between runners, Extra Elusive. 2 to Swords Drawn, Mystery Island, Mancayan, and then Third Realm, Mahamadeus. Labol was next, and then Glitter and Gold, and towards the back, Essential Sky, and a length away is Bazzini. 1300 to go. Not Usual Glorious carts them into the back, leading by a length. Irish Butterfly sits in second. Extra Elusive now third, just in front of Heart of Puissance and Deeper Rolls. 2 to Swords Drawn. Mystery Island, and back along the fence midfield is Mancayan. 1.5 to Third Realm, Mahamadeus, and then Labau, followed by Glitter and Gold, Bazzini, and last the inside, the grey Essential Sky. 900 to go. Not Usual Glorious has rolled along at an even gallop and is well inside halfway now, leading a length and a half. Irish Butterfly in second spot. Extra Elusive third and stays nearer the fence. Then Mystery Island, Deeper Rolls from Swords Drawn. Heart of Puissance already under some pressure. Third Realm starting to track into it pretty well. Labau was next, and then followed by Glitter and Gold. Mancayan's off the bit chasing. Mahamadeus next, and then Essential Sky and Bazzini as they head around the turn. Not Usual Glorious 2 in front. Irish Butterfly switches back to the fence to run on. Rolls is making ground as well. Then Third Realm, followed further back in the field by Mystery Island and Swords Drawn. Not Usual Glorious led, but it might not be for long. Here's Rolls. Rolls is ranged up with 200 to go. Takes the lead away from Not Usual Glorious. Swords Drawn, and then Glitter and Gold and Irish Butterfly. But it's Rolls on the quick backup. A length and a half in front, racing away with the cup from Not Usual Glorious and Swords Drawn. But it's Rolls who's victorious.
The 2024 Sun Gold Warrnambool Cup is on its way. Hard to pick an early leader. Bold Bourbon, Hopeful out okay. Now My Rock Ali from the deepest trying to get around Cesuro. Rolls trying to push into a spot. Very wide. Think and Fly is going forward in the race. And he's going around Rudya and then Winner Clock. Cadre Noir got left pretty deep, so he's coming back to try and sneak in. Nordic Pride now in front of him. So is Bold Bourbon hunting the fence, followed by No Apology. Hopeful took a sit and is going to be back beyond centre field now. Mystery Island from the inside gate was just behind him on the rails as they travel over the crossing to the back. Then Cadre Noir, who did slot in. Little Mix a long way back from Nordic Pride, Farrago. And about 4 or 5 lengths away, Glitter and Gold is not in touch in the Rosemont Red. My Rock Ali, one of the locals, found the top going into the back from another one in Rudya. Then followed Think and Fly, who's 3 deep on the track. Around Bold Bourbon and Cesuro, 5th in the middle. A length away to the Western Australian visitor, No Apology, is on the rails and 3 deep with cover Winner Clock. Rolls last year's winner is back in the middle, and then followed by Nordic Pride in the 3 wide lane. Over against the fence, Mystery Island, and then Hopeful in the gold. Followed out deeper by Farrago. Then further back to Cadre Noir. Not only did he get in, he's gone to the inside on it. And he's third last in front of Glitter and Gold, who's tacked on to be on the outside of the favourite Little Mix, who's second last, the rails. The Cup Field Thunder down the back. My Rock Ali isn't looking for a cheap section. Led Think and Fly working hard. Then Bold Bourbon followed by Cesuro. Mystery Island, no one wanted to hunt the fence. It does. No Apology came off. Nordic Pride around Rolls going okay, looking for a bit more room. Then Farrago. Cadre Noir saved a lot of ground. Winner Clock will run last, passed by Glitter and Gold, and then followed further back in the race then to Little Mix, who's hunting the inside as well with Hopeful on the turn for home here. My Rock Ali is the lead in the cup field. A merry dance up towards the turn. Mystery Island's peeled around it though and claimed the lead at the top of the straight. Into the clear came No Apology with Bold Bourbon. Farrago's running on. So is Glitter and Gold. Mystery Island with 200 metres to go has got the cup won from Farrago. Glitter and Gold charging on now as No Apology into a place, but Mystery Island for Harry Coffey bolts it in by 4 lengths. The Sun Gold Milk. Full gate for the cup this year, and they're off. Smokin Romans, the Group 1 winner, bounced out of the gates brilliantly. He'll be in a forward position from the stablemate Zurab, and working across on the outside is True Marble, and Precious Charm from the bleachers is going forward around Clattermore. Spaycaster getting up on the inside of Any Luck. They were followed next by Strawberry Rock, and it's a good tempo early from last year's winner, Mystery Island, and then Burlington Gate, Virtuous Circle. Next was Farrago from Hit the Road Jack, Military Mission. They were followed by Mission of Love, and Torrenzino as Stone Motherless past the 1800 metre mark. They're about to work to the back straight, and they've sorted the order out early here. Smokin Romans for Malum takes it up. The Group 1 winner in the Warrnambool Cup, led by a length and a half. Second placing in the race. It's like Dandy Andy did it years ago, didn't he? The Group 1 winner to win the Cup. Smokin Romans a length in front. Precious Charm, the Eden Hope Cup winner, ran to second. Zurgab, the Terrain Cup winner, was third, and Spaycaster is fourth. Any Luck, a last start Panola Cup winner, was fifth around Strawberry Rock, who won the Hobart Cup earlier on in the year. A length and a half to the Sydney side of True Marble outside of last year's Warrnambool Cup winner, Mystery Island, and a length away to Clattermore, who won the last Country Cup. They were followed by Burlington Gate on the fence, and Virtuous Circle was next. Then Farrago. Further back to the former Kiwi, Hit the Road Jack, then Military Mission, the Queenslander Mission of Love, and the Easter Cup winner from last start, Torrenzino, still last. They've been going at a good rate though. Smokin Romans has kept them honest. Out in the lead with his top weight. He leads at the 800 metres by a half length on Precious Charm. Third the inside is Zurhab, and fourth Spaycaster looked cast already. Clattermore went very wide around Any Luck. Strawberry Rock on the rails, and Virtuous Circle is tracking into it. Mystery Island following last year's route right along the inside. They were followed then a long way back, Military Mission making ground. So too is Torrenzino, but he's going to be planted very wide when heads were turned for home here. Smokin Romans is joined by the stablemate Zurhab on the turn. They're 2 lengths in front of Strawberry Rock, Clattermore, then Virtuous Circle. Torrenzino's starting to thunder home down the middle. It's Smokin Romans. He's fought off Zurhab. Torrenzino's the only other one. Smokin Romans, Zurhab. Here he comes, Torrenzino. He's the new kid. He moves up to Smokin Romans. The line's coming up. Smokin's kicks. Oh, gee, the top weight every step of the way. Smokin Romans might have lasted from Torrenzino, who looked like he was going to get there. He may not have. Zurhab third. Fourth in the race has gone to True Marble.